Happy weekend all, JSK here. Very exciting times at SportX. The January 8th to January 11th NFL Wildcard Weekend Tournament is underway. Total prizes of 500 die. And around the corner, we've got the NHL opener running from January 12th to January 18th with 1,000 die in prizes. We've also got the big one kicking off on the 16th of the month, the big one being the January Cup. Total prizes for that one are 2,500 die. That's like $2,500. What does it all cost for you to be a part of it? Nothing. So don't be an idiot and come on down and simply click in to participate. Let's see what you've got. So we've got two plays for you on this Sunday. The first involves the NFL playoff matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and Tennessee Titans. The 11-5 Ravens will be traveling to Tennessee for this one to take on the equally impressive 11-5 Tennessee Titans. Interestingly enough, the fact that Baltimore is on the road hasn't prevented them from being a healthy 3-point favorite in the matchup. What we know heading in is that Baltimore has been hot down the stretch. 5 straight victories to close out the regular season, and 6 consecutive wins against the spread. For Tennessee, it's been more of a struggle down the stretch. The Titans failed to cover the spread in 3 of their last 5 matchups, including dropping the last 2 games of the season against the spread. In its final game of the season, the Titans won out, but managed to give up 38 points to Houston. And the second last game of the season, the Titans got absolutely smoked in Green Bay by a score of 40-14. So when taking all of this in, it makes more sense to maybe take the Ravens as the favorite on the road. We also have to remember that home field advantage isn't the same in the days of pandemic. But even after all of this analysis, we actually think the right play here is to go with the Titans. As miserable as the Titans' defense is, it's against the pass that they are truly miserable, and this isn't as much of a problem against the worst passing team in the NFL. The Titans are more respectable against the run, which is where it's going to be important going up against the best rushing team in the NFL. But we think this sets up a decent performance for the Titans' defense that will manage to contain the Ravens on the ground in a type of bend but don't totally break down strategy. We also think you need to be able to have the dual threat of pass and run if you're going to be a solid NFL playoff team. And with the Ravens only having run as a viable option, it will make the job that much easier for what is already going to be a jacked up, playoff intense Titans defense. Lamar Jackson has struggled in the playoffs through the added intensity and has also struggled mightily against the Titans. We don't see why things will be any different this time round. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ball, the Titans have proven that they are an offensive tour de force this season, and although Ryan Tannehill isn't the most active as a passer, he has proven to be incredibly capable and ridiculously efficient whenever he does need to let it fly. A lot of this has to do with the MVP candidate in the backfield, with Derrick Henry tearing up opponents all season, including great success against the Ravens. Henry should be able to find those holes, and once he does, it will open up the play action for Tannehill, a combination that's created so many amazing opportunities for the Titans this season. And so, after all is said and done, we're looking at the opportunity to take a great team getting points at home. And we think taking the Titans +3 at +102 die is the way to go. That means for you guys at the Bet Against JSK fund, you'll be all over the Ravens -3, -118 die on the road. Now, we don't really see anything compelling as far as the other 2 NFL matchups go today, and we'll defer to college hoops for our second pick of the day. This pick has us traveling over to the Missouri Valley Conference, where the 6-3 Bradley Braves are paying visit to the 2-7 Northern Iowa Panthers. But despite the much more impressive Bradley record, it's the Panthers that are getting the edge in this one as a 1-point favorite at home. Perhaps the line is factoring Bradley's 0-2 record on the road, but we think this is a big mistake, with Bradley playing tight matchups in both of its games on the road this season and easily covering the spread in both of those matchups as a major dog. Back in November, Bradley was a 10-point dog at Xavier and lost in a heartbreaker by 1 point. And the same thing again in its last matchup, dropping the game by 1 in the final seconds after being an 11-point dog. So you see why the 0-2 win-loss record on the road is deceptive. Northern Iowa, on the other hand, hasn't been impressive at all against the spread lately, dropping 4 of the last 5 against the number. UNI does have the head-to-head advantage in recent years, though Bradley has taken 2 of the past 3 against the spread. And so we like the well-rested Bradley team on the road as a 1-point dog at -107 die. This has you guys at Bet Against JSK Fund taking the hometown Northern Iowa Panthers -1 at -107 die. Godspeed and good luck.